Hello, this is Mark Herman, and I'm going to have a short video. I haven't done one in a little bit, which is going to cover the evolution of the third volume of the Civil War Heritage Series, which was Rebel Fury. Soon you'll all have copies of Army of the Potomac, and I'm already well along on Lee Moves North, which is the Antietam and Getty's campaigns of 1862. I just wanted to show you how things evolve in a design like this. So as we back away from and that, by the way, is the cover that is being done by the great Victory Games artist, Jim Talbot. And that's not quite final art, but it's pretty darn close. So that's what it's going to look like. And I'm really excited about that. So what you have now is the game has 8 maps. There's 4 northern maps, which you can see very well colored out here. That's A map, B map, C map, D map, E map, F, G, H. So those are the 8 maps. And as you can see, Charlie Kibler is working very hard. We're slowly starting to put the more detailed terrain into the game. Just for a point of purpose, the B map is Gettysburg. That one is, by the way, is going through a massive redo right now as we figured out how we want to handle all the ridges. This is a process. This is Sharpsburg. Where's Sharpsburg? Right here. There's the Antietam battlefield, South Mountain, Harper's Ferry. You can see the Potomac. And obviously, I haven't cut all the maps and fitted them together with the new ones because they change too often. So these are all there for position only right now, but they, of course, will all overlap beautifully in the end. And what I'm doing today, which is what's great fun, is I get to start the Gettysburg campaign, which will begin with Lee and the boys crossing the Potomac River here at Edwards Ferry and all that. And then you will have way over here, there's here, this is the furthest west. This all connects, obviously. This is where roads crossed the Potomac, and there's the Cumberland Valley. And then the Union Army is going to come up eventually over here from here, and they're going to go parallel up this side of the mountain. And then what you don't see in most Gettysburg games is this is Gettysburg looking west, and that far right, that red mark up there, that's Chambersburg. So in other words, the Confederates are going to come down this road here, and Ewell's Corps is going to come down these roads from here, and the Battle of Gettysburg is going to be in here. So we're still working on the detailed terrain for Gettysburg, but this was just a first cut. So don't sit there and go, oh, I don't think it's right. Guess what? We already know that. So anyway, I just wanted to give you guys a heads up. And like I said, and because of my earlier work with Gettysburg for C3I magazine that started this whole series, I have counters. I took Roger McGowan, God rest his soul, had sent me a whole bunch of extra mounted counters that we were using during playtesting. He didn't have any use for them. And now they are being used as division counters. I have a whole bunch of them. I have a full order of battle. And by the way, just so you know, you'll be able to move these maps. You only need like maybe 2 or 3 or 4 of them at a time, 2 really at a time. But the main point is that there's only going to be 60 counters on this map at any time, both sides combined. So you're going to have, you think you want to, this will be a way that you've never seen the Gettysburg campaign. And just so you know, the big piece that's getting added to Lee Moves North is there will be a theater game, which is both how you will handle things that are happening off the map, but it'll also be used in the campaign game it'll bring in hidden movement. And so the game, this will be really the last evolution of the series. So you'll have a theater game, which by the way can be played with the campaign or as a standalone game, like the original Lee Moves North, or you will be able to play just a campaign without the theater map, or if you want, and as I'm sure everybody will, you can just play the the 3 days of Gettysburg, or the South Mountain, Antietam, Battle of Antietam. So you're going to have, by the way, 15 scenarios, and as a bonus, you'll notice that's the Monacacy River, And you will also have Early's invasion of the North in the Battle of the Monacacy River there'll be an 1864 bonus scenario because we got the map. So anyway, that gives you a little heads up of what's going on. As I develop with Charlie Kibler, Lee moves north. Bye for now.